This video is for all of those girlies who have really been going through it and you are tired of being in a slump and not being your best self and you want to make a change. Hi everyone, my name is Anudil and we are going to get our lives together. This is the first video in the series of how to get your life together, and we are going to talk about today how to actually get started. So this is really just how to get started from the very beginning. I love you all and I wish for all of your dreams to come true. Let's get started. So we start out wanting to make a change, right? Like, we're endlessly scrolling, we are seeing other people be happy, live their lives, do the things that they want to do, and we want to be that way. So the first step is finding inspo. Luckily, the first step is very easy and it's very fun. It's basically getting yourself amped up to take your first few steps. This is the part where we find the people living our dreams. We find the people and the things that really inspire us to want to make a change. So we're building that need in our brains and our bodies to want to really start on this journey. This is where we find all of the people that are living the lives that we want to live. Like, for example, I am working on my small business right now, so I follow a lot of girls and I look into a lot of girls for my inspo that are doing exactly that. They're succeeding at their small business, and when I watch them, I am so inspired and I can't wait to get started on my own journey. I really like this girl named Tam, Tammy? No, I think it's Tam. She's on YouTube and she has this brand called Uncomfy, and it's like a small art brand, but she's been really growing and it's really exciting just watching her grow and make her money and do the thing that she loves, and that really inspires me and I feel like I can see myself in her. I see myself on that journey. So she is one of my people that I go to when I'm looking for inspiration. Another thing that I love to do is make a vision board. I use Pinterest and I use some of my templates that I sell. I look into the things that I really see myself doing in the future. Another thing is reading inspirational quotes or motivational quotes, or listening to podcasts, or reading some really inspiring books. Books are very near and dear to my heart. Yeah, look into all of those things. Okay, so now we are officially pumped up. We are ready to make a change. We see all of the things that we really aspire to do. So now step number 2 is finding your small win. And what I mean by that is finding something that you feel like you've always wanted to do, or something that you feel like would make a difference in your day that's not too hard. A small win could be something like picking stuff off your floor, making your bed, even brushing your teeth. My small win is cleaning the kitchen in the morning. I find that once I make sure that my space is really clean, it starts my day off very productive. The purpose of this is to really build momentum for your day. Like, once you get that first small win in, it just makes the next steps so much easier. So step 2 is picking your small win, figuring out what you think would be really helpful in giving you a little bit of a boost in your mind if you wanted to get started with other things. So now we're at step 3, which is setting your alarms and your clocks and your timers. This is where you use the momentum of inspiration and visualization that you did in step 1 to set those alarms and make this concrete. You know, make your small win actually happen. So something that I use every single day to get myself up at 5 a.m. is my app called Alarmy. I am not sponsored, but I would love to be. I swear by this app. So basically it's where you have to take a picture in your destination to take the alarm off. This is so helpful because I think something that is really hard is getting yourself out of that comfort and out of that zone of relaxation and laziness, and this step makes you jump out of that feeling. And you will jump out of that feeling because you have that inspiration, you have that feeling of really wanting to make a change. So another trick that I use in step 3 is, it's like a little trick that's called the 3 2 1 up trick. It's basically how it sounds. You just say 3 2 1 up, and on up you get up. It takes away that moment of overthinking that usually is the thing that stops you from getting the things done that you really want to get done. I think the key here is that you have the motivation, you know, that strong urge to do it, and the tool of using the 3 2 1 up makes you get up, you know? Having the motivation is one thing, and seeing the things that you want is one thing, but coupling that with something that works changes everything. So yeah, I use Alarmy, that app. I use that 3 2 1 rule, and then I also use a 2-minute timer. Like for example, let's say you're already up and you're just wasting time. You can say, okay, I'm gonna put on a 2-minute timer to start making my bed, or if your small win is like folding your clothes or picking up clothes off your floor, put on a 2-minute timer and just say, okay, I'm just committing to 2 minutes. If you can commit to 2 minutes and do the floor for 2 minutes, just having that small win will propel you to continue throughout the day. Or even if it's not for that day, even if you don't continue to do more things for that day, when the next day comes and you realized how easy picking up something off the floor was for 2 minutes, you'll just do it easier, and then you'll add something else, and then the next day you'll add something else, and it'll just build and build and build, and that's how you end up getting your life together. So that's step 3, where we use those tricks to help us actually jump into our next movement, into our small win. So the last thing that I would say, this is actually, you can do it in any order, but actually doing all of them is what will be the most effective. This last step is visualization. And I'm not talking about vision board visualization where you are looking at things that inspire you. That's really in step 1. I'm talking about actually seeing yourself do the movements of the thing that you want to do, of the small win. So for example, I really want to get up in the morning and do some cleaning, right? How I would visualize that is the night before I would, you know, close my eyes or just focus on this thought of myself getting up. I see it in my brain, getting up, walking to the bathroom, taking off my alarm. I set my picture to my light switch in my bathroom, so that means I have to get up and go all the way in the bathroom to take that picture off, to take the alarm off with the picture, and then, you know, I do my bathroom stuff, and then I walk to the kitchen. So I see myself doing all of those things, so when the next morning comes for me to do it, it just makes it so much easier. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it does to your brain when you really visualize each of the movements that you do, when you see yourself do those things, but it works, okay? I'm telling you, it works. Just try it. Just do these steps. Do it in the order that is helpful to you, and I promise you it will make a difference if you do it correctly. You have to really get inspired. You have to really find a good small win that makes sense for yourself. You have to set those alarms or the timers or use the 3 2 1 trick, and then you have to visualize. And if you can do all of those things, I promise it will happen. But you have to really put in the work. You have to really want it. Okay, so now that you have the gist of how it works and how to get started, I'm gonna give you an example of how to use this. I've already told you guys kind of my morning step-by-step thing that I do, but I'm gonna go a little bit more in depth this time when I'm explaining it. So you'll see why here I say that you can mix up the steps a little bit according to how you want to do things. For me, I don't use my alarms and timers right away, so I do my visualization last. But you know, if you are going to set a timer for 2 minutes, you're going to do the visualization before the timer and then set the timer and start your small win. Okay, so here's how I do it. In the night, before I go to bed, I go on my vision boards, go on Pinterest, and look at my Instagram girlies or my YouTube girls, watch my YouTube videos. I do the fun thing of finding inspiration. Someone else that I like to look at, and I used to look at a lot more, was this girl called Alex Rice on Instagram. I feel like she's more for beginner fitness girls. So if that's you, I recommend you going to her Instagram. She basically taught me how to like do all of the beginner workouts for my fitness journey. So, okay, so let's say I chose my small win to go to the gym in the morning. I would be laying in bed, I'm going to her page. I would think about the workouts that I want to do. I can see myself doing that. So I got excited about it. I felt like that is something that I can personally do, and it inspired me to get going. So at that moment I said, okay, tomorrow morning at 5:15 a.m. I want to go to the gym. So I got my inspo and I got my small win. Then number 3 is setting my timers and my alarms. In this case, it's my alarm. So I already had the picture in my phone taken of my light switch. So I set that up for 5 a.m. At 5 a.m. I would have to go to the bathroom and take a picture of my light switch. And then step number 4 for me is visualization. So this is where I lay in bed, I take my phone off, and I think about the things that I need to do. I visualize myself sleeping, the alarm going off. I keep my phone away from my bed, so I have to actually jump out of bed, go get my phone. Then I see myself walking to the bathroom, taking a picture of the light switch, walking into the bathroom, doing my bathroom stuff, you know, brush my teeth, whatever, leave the bathroom, and put on my gym clothes. I guess the win is going to the gym, but my actual small win is putting on my gym clothes. Once I do that, I know that I'm going to get started going to the gym. And then from there, the momentum just keeps me going for the day, and I'm able to actually get things done, do the things that I've always wanted to do, because I start from there. And at first it wasn't like doing everything all at once, but once you start that, once you get that one small win out of the way, it just builds and snowballs from there, and you end up realizing you can do it, and you become the person that you've always wanted to be. Yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna have so many other videos in this Get Your Life Together series that will help you figure out how to get to your best self. And I'm so excited for it. If you guys like this, please like and share and subscribe. I hope you guys come back to see all of the gems in this series. Thank you so much. Bye.